Here's a question I have for the other side. So I'm curious because I know for me in the past, like I tend to display usernames on chat or on screen for people who
Ooh.
have subscribed and things like that. If you have somebody who subscribes with an inappropriate username, whether it has a curse word in it or if it's just in some way has an inappropriate reference, how do you kind of navigate that? Do you read out the name still? Do you take it off the screen temporarily? And how do you kind of determine, where that divide is of what's acceptable and what's not?
That's interesting.
Benny,
I'm
do you want to
trying
go first or?
Yeah, I'm trying to fix the problem of displaying it on screen. Like, I'm working on some tools because none of the existing tools are good for that. But absolutely, when I see a name that's inappropriate, I read it wrong. I will read it completely wrong, and it makes sense for Benny to do that.
Mhm.
I like that.
So, I mean, like, it's just because I'm not going to give you that kind of power. You already got it on the screen. You were able to do that without any sort of like, vetting or anything like that. But you don't control what I say. So,
Yeah, so for me, if the name is really bad, we don't even actually allow it in chat. So what we'll do is one of the mods will whisper that person, be like, hey, just to let you know, your name's a little bit too inappropriate for the channel. We're gonna, ban you, but feel free to come back with a name that's more appropriate. Or if you want to change your name, and that happens, like people will change their username, be like, oh, I didn't even realize that. So
that's interesting.
Yeah, so we usually don't even let it get to the point of them subbing. We've had a few usernames that have kind of been not the most family-friendly names that have like been regulars, and it's just kind of been on the border. And I just won't read the part that's inappropriate. But yeah, for the most part, if it's not suitable for the stream, we'll just like talk to them in whispers and let them know, and see if they want to change it, go ahead, or they don't come back. I guess.
yeah, I'm trying to automate that particular process of, like always checking, having a bot that checks the viewer list and always going through it and saying, okay, these are names that we should censor if an alert happens.
Oh, interesting.
And so that's stored into a table that whenever an alert comes up, check the table. Does this match? Okay, then we'll filter it out some way.
Mm-hmm.
Name them anonymous or something, which is great because that means that Benny gets to thank the hacker group Anonymous. That's what he does. If ever something comes up anonymous, it's like, wow, anonymous with a $20 tip. I'm glad to know that I've got them on my side.
Yeah, so with tipping programs, I think there are ways to censor bad words. I know Streamlabs and Stream Elements both have ways to automatically censor bad words like that. So that's super handy. There's obviously going to be people that get around it, but it's not that frequent. Especially like my tip minimum is $3, and that seems to be a big deterrent towards trolls. Like they want to spend $1 to troll, they won't spend $3.
Yeah,
it's like the infamous Nick G that gets through all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I have a massive custom list of banned words in both my chat and for my tips. I mean, it's massive.
Somebody in chat just said I'd never use text to speech, and that's actually what I was going to say. Is like that's another thing is I never turn that on, and I'm surprised at the number of people. Loco has it on. I'm surprised you have it on.
Yeah,
you are empowering some troll to come in there and have.
I think Loco just looked at her stream deck.
What do you mean?
Oh, you didn't?
No, I'm reading chat right now.
I have a skip alert button on my stream deck that's up at all times for exactly that reason. That's why I thought you were looking at and you were like in a reference.
That's a really smart idea. I actually do have a way to disable alerts or disable sounds from the stream deck. So that's a really great idea. I don't get a lot of text-to-speech trolls. And again, it's that $3 thing. It's 300 bits or $3. And it really is a big difference towards people being inappropriate or not.
Yeah, I just choose not to have it on simply because, like if I want to see the message, when I see the message, I'll read it. And if you've decided it's inappropriate, guess what, dude? You're just out a bunch of money. You're just out whatever money that you spent. And I think I have like a $10 limit on whether or not it pops up in an alert. I'll have to check that, but I'm pretty sure that's where it was set.